This is Morning Juice. Sports, insight, and great storytelling. Starring Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Tito Thitoff. It's time to attack and dominate.
Attack and dominate is the plan for the day, as is each and every day here on Morning Juice. I'm Tito. Austin Ward to my left, in for the general. Bodie Wells on the other side there. Bodie, I'm going to ask you a question. I want to test your detective skills very early on in the show.
Right away?
Yep. Huh. It's not going to be easy. By the way, we'll do this first. 2 full hours here on YouTube, the Fan app, HD3. Download the show anytime. Catch us from 10 a.m. to noon on 10 TV Plus. Hear a replay of this here show on the Fan 2, 1460 a.m. from 1 to 3 p.m. Morning Juice sponsored by Riverside Bank in Dublin and Event Risk Elite Protection. Where else can they find us?
That should be on Facebook and Twitter.
Don't do that this morning.
Facebook was acting up for me yesterday, but it should be on there. I would say about, 80% of the time it works every time.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I want you, Bodie. This is like an Oz thing, like the Mentalist.
Oz, I think it is.
No, it's not Oz.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Isn't
it spelled O-Z?
It is.
Okay.
It's Oz.
Never knew that.
It's not Oz, because I used to call it Oz, too.
Well, who corrected you so that we know if that person's legit?
It was when I was watching a show that Oz appeared on.
He said it?
Yeah. I know.
Maybe
the
he
guy
had peanut butter stuck in his mouth.
I want you to look at both me and Austin.
All right.
At the same time?
One at a time. And I'd like you to wager a guess on which one of us has been to Disney lately.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark at the man who's wearing the Disney hoodie.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the one.
That's correct.
I love it.
Big win.
Listen, I came in and I thought, hey, not being unbiased. He's got a lot of Ohio State gear on there. I took a little closer look and I said, wait, Mickey's not the quarterback.
Mickey Mouse and Roosters, baby. That's
what it is.
What better combination can you have?
You're right.
Today is also an Appetizer Tuesday, by the way.
I noticed you put Bobby's out. See, I can't say what I was going to say up there.
That's a rooster,
okay,
Tito.
You can call roosters other things, though, right?
I guess you could. What exactly came to mind for you?
When roosters fight, what kind of fight is that?
Chicken fight.
It's not that's not a chicken fight.
I don't know. That's what they serve chicken at Roosters.
I understand
Tito.
they do.
I don't know what restaurants you're going to.
I don't think Floyd Mayweather Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. did not get in trouble for staging chicken fights. Okay?
You want me in the first 5 minutes of the show to start it like that?
Well, I think it'd be funny to hear you use that word while wearing a Disney sweatshirt. I think that'd be funny.
The juxtaposition would be remarkable.
It would.
Mouse wouldn't be happy.
And you know
about
what?
that language.
I don't have a lot of words. I don't know what they mean. I'm going to take them as disrespect. Today is an Appetizer Tuesday, by the way. We'll be giving away a $50 gift card, I think, at some point.
Onion feathers today.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Fantastic. No, that sounds great.
With the heavy sigh.
It sounds great, but you kind of stole my thunder because I'm supposed to announce it. Like, we want people to stick around. No, we announce it in the next segment.
I'm going to talk about it then, too.
But if anybody, though, was listening just for that, they've now tuned out.
Well, hopefully they were watching the live show at Roosters on Monday and already knew that.
The live show that we carry?
The live show at Roosters.
On YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It's on our YouTube.
I just want to make sure. we weren't like, because the last thing I want to do is promote
Thanks for watching on Mondays, by the way, Tito.
I'm a professional. I'm not going to promote something that's not fan-related here. That's not me, right? That's not my style. Anyway, we're also going to play some of those more videos from former Buckeye players on what the game means to them. We got some of those in the holster as well. I got Rex Kearns last night, but we won't play that. We'll probably play it tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking on that one. Then Bobby's got some more lined up as well. It's a Schlegs Day. That, by the way, we say it's a Schlegs Day. We could probably put a question mark just like we did with Facebook today.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's supposed to be a Schlegs Day.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a Schlegs Day. We will talk a lot of Ohio State football. Kind of important this week, and it's kind of a good time to do it with the guy to my left. Jackets last night routed by the Capitals 5-1. Good Lord. NFL Niners over Carolina 20-9. I hope you jumped in somebody on the CMC anytime touchdown against his former team because that paid off. If you got greedy, like someone to Austin's right and did the 2+ touchdowns, you did not cash that one in. Toronto over Cleveland in the NBA 120-99. OSU women beat Belmont yesterday in the rare 11 a.m. matinee 68-56. Mount St. Mary's against Ohio State tonight at 6:30. The CFP rankings, we'll get those updated tonight. What would be who's the biggest mover in that this week? I mean,
None.
Unapplicable. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to make.
I don't think anybody in the top 15 or 20 lost.
No, it was especially because the SEC. I'm
Oklahoma
sure
beat
Tito
Missouri.
would come up with a word for it that would be unacceptable for the airwaves, but it was a chicken salad weekend for the Southeastern Conference. So there wasn't any movement really going on there. There was
Well, Missouri was 17th, right?
Yeah,
They could beat Oklahoma.
But that,
Gosh, were they that high?
I think they were.
Them
and
so that
Southern
won't
Cal,
impact the top
but-
12 much, but
No.
it will diminish some SEC resumes because Missouri likely to fall maybe all the way out because there's not a lot of meat on that bone for the Tigers there. So that could be a blow to the SEC propaganda machine. But Bodie, everyone seems to just be on alert to where is Notre Dame going to check in? Because
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to change. I don't know why it would. I'm kind of with you there. I had to laugh seeing a lot of reaction last week when it was like, well, Bama has 4 ranked wins and Notre Dame only has 1. Well, here we are 7 days later, and now it's probably going to be 3 versus 2, which really isn't that big of a difference. I don't think it's only 1.
Right.
I can do some simple math there.
Yep, I'll do that on the break.
I
Calculator.
imagine Missouri will drop out, and at Pittsburgh, I have to imagine jumps back in. I mean, they hammered Georgia Tech, so they'll be back in the thick of it. And now they could drop right back out if they lose to Miami, or they could stay up and move up even a handful of spots if they beat the Hurricanes on Saturday. But, yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, the only thing I think this happened in the AP poll, if I'm not mistaken. Utah and Miami flipped at 12 and 13 because the Utes, they came back and won, but it took everything out of them to get by K-State there. And then Miami, they took care of business against a pretty bad Virginia Tech team. First game outside of the state of Florida for the Canes, but hey, they definitely, they got to get in that 12-teamer.
I think Miami's the one gets left out of this when it's all said and done.
they
Probably,
should be.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Once you lose 2 games, I'm out on excuses.
And
I love Notre Dame, but if
Right.
we get left out,
Yeah.
whatever happens, I don't think they will unless chaos happens.
Yeah.
But if things shake out to where we're left out, well, we lost 2 games. Once you lose that second game, you kind of lose the benefit of the doubt unless you just have a stacked top to bottom 6, 7, 8 ranked team somehow.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Which
got a kid.
most teams aren't playing that many ranked teams. I have
Right.
to laugh when I still see Oklahoma's got 5 ranked wins, and it's are we counting
No,
the Auburn win as a
they're
ranked
counting
win?
them at the time.
You got to be kidding
you
me
can't.
with that.
Right.
Come on.
Again, it's the SEC propaganda machine just up and rolling, and Oklahoma doesnesn't really need it. They put themselves in position.
Yes, they should be in. They
without
deserve to be
needing
in.
to create a fake,
we don't have
misleading
to
stat.
pretend like Auburn's good.
But to go back to your point about Miami, Bodie, if you have an ACC schedule, it's Notre Dame's game. Okay, Texas A&M and Miami, you were at least scheduling aggressively. Those you did lose to the best teams that you played. You've handled business everywhere else. If Miami had just done that within the ACC schedule, we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. That's a weak league, and Miami fell flat on its face. It has no one to blame but itself.
Yeah, everybody wants Notre Dame in a conference, but then Miami finishes 5th in the ACC, and they should be in the college football playoff automatically. Give
Right.
me a break.
That's fine. Yeah, but Notre Dame's got their 2 losses. I know people still don't say good losses, but nonetheless, they got 2 losses.
They did.
They
lost
do in
by
the SEC.
4
Those are-
points.
Every
those
loss
are-
is good in the
yeah.
Yes, I know, but they were a little bit early in the season there. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
the same way, I'm not going to ding Alabama that much for the Florida State loss. First game of the season. I'm not going to ding Texas that much for the Ohio State loss. Ohio State's a damn good team. It was first game of the season.
Texas, Notre Dame, Alabama. I think those 3 are Ohio State, Miami,
Right.
Florida State.
Yeah.
But the thing with Bama is that I just don't I don't know. Their resume looks pretty good, but when you're that bad at running the football, I don't know. I could see them getting bounced early, but I say that and they'll probably beat Notre Dame. But yeah, go ahead, Tito. Sorry.
No, I'll tell you, I had a freak out moment this morning.
Oh.
Actually, I told you I woke up early. Yes, super. No, God, I wish.
No, okay.
Around 1:45 a.m., my phone dings.
Uh-oh.
Like I got a message.
6:15? No.
And my wife, it wakes her up. Who's texting at 1:45?
It's a great question.
Oof.
It's a fantastic question, and one I was
Fair.
not prepared to answer. It was somebody.
I'll answer the question.
It was somebody a friend of mine follow me on Twitter. Is what it was. It was a Twitter notification that it dinged like a message. I didn't know what dinged like a message, but it did. And so I had to explain to my wife, and then I have to go through and show her on my, like, look, honey, look, this is what it was.
a man.
She didn't buy it?
It was a man.
Jake
Listen,
from State Farm.
I don't believe half the crap I say anyway. Okay, I don't blame her one bit for not believing me saying something. So anyway, that happened to me. And then so that's never a fun thing there. Bodie, you've got
Is that just a humble brag that you got another Twitter follower?
no, listen,
deal.
I don't.
They just follow me in the middle of the night. I don't have to do anything.
I don't try to go out and troll for followers at That Happens on Twitter. I don't do that. That's not my style.
Where?
At That Happens.
Oh.
It's a play on words there. It's Thit, Thit, at That Happens, all one word. Twitter, the X, wherever you can, your
No
social media
underscores.
things. No underscores, just at That Happens is all it is. At Thit Happens. Anyway, Bodie, you are tasked now with somehow making me smarter than I already am. Let's do it.
Time to get smarter. Morning Juice presents Today in History. Here's your professor, Bobby Carpenter.
Bodie Wells playing the role of Bob. Today on the show, Bodie Wells is playing the role of Bobby Carpenter when it comes to this.
In a world without Bobby Carpenter.
Take it away, Lieutenant.
All right, fellas. Happy Tuesday. We'll start here November 25th, 2025, the 329th day of the year. Just 36 days left in this 2025. This is where Bobby would mention how many days there are till Christmas.
36 is
Good
what we
news
got.
is we are 1 month away on the dot. So pretty good math there. Pretty easy math.
But we're 36 from the end of the year, right?
End of the year. Yep.
Does that be what, Spielman?
Sure.
Is there another 36 you can think of?
Nope.
I think Spielman's the one we go with today.
Yeah.
Or Spielman days.
Yeah, I was sometimes, weirdly enough, like the 80s are pretty easy, but
Yeah.
then sometimes until you get down to like the 20s, that 30 to 40 range,
Yeah.
kind of nothing comes to mind there. Some events here, guys, all the way back in 1715. It's been a minute since this happened. The first English patent is granted to an American for processing corn.
Oh.
So shout out to Nebraska and Iowa. America needs farmers.
And the Native
America also
Americans.
needs a first down.
Right? Native Americans.
yeah,
probably,
yep, them too.
I mean,
Yep.
they kind of paved the way. You think they'd
Yeah.
have the patent on it.
Well, they weren't processing it at the level.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yes, that's fair.
So,
That's fair.
1817. How about this one? The first sword swallower. That was Sama.
It's so good that Bobby's not here.
Gives his first public performance in New York City.
You can get arrested for that.
Yeah,
So,
Bobby would say, Tito,
sure.
you were a sword swallower once,
I
were
didn't
you?
say anything, dude.
No, that's what Bobby
I'm
would
just
say,
reading
though.
what the
That's what he
website
would do.
says. All the way back in 1920, just a little over 100 years ago, the first Thanksgiving parade that was held in Philadelphia. It's of course now downtown New York there each year. 1941, Lou Boudreau, he becomes the Cleveland Indians player manager. I don't know, Tito, you have any idea off the top of your head how many player managers there were in Major League Baseball history? Probably not a ton.
I don't.
Right?
There weren't a ton, but like
Yeah.
Frank Robinson was, Don Kessinger was for the Cubs, I believe. Joe Torre briefly with the Mets, way back when we first retired from baseball. Yeah, Boudreau was one. There were other ones through the years too, but like not. I think Tris Speaker might have been one too. But yeah, Babe
one
Ruth
of a
wanted to be a
handful
player
of them.
manager. Babe Ruth wanted to be a player manager, and the Yankees said, "Nah, we're good."
Okay, you just keep playing ball.
Yep.
How about this one, guys? We are maybe just 3 days away from 'tis the season, or maybe you're one of those crazy people who starts listening to it back on November 1st. But on this date, back in 1949, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry first appears on the music charts.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Lots of drama, by the way.
And if you ever saw it, Tito, you
I
wouldn't
know.
say it glows.
I'm just telling you, Prancer was the guy.
The guy?
And then Rudolph comes along, and all of a sudden, like, oh, there's no Prancer songs. All we've got is Rudolph songs now.
Well,
Rudolph famous.
So it should be about the team, the name on the
I
front.
think so too. Right.
Prancer War wins above Rudolph. Just
Kid,
Yeah,
kid
the
gets born
longevity,
so
too.
much value.
Yeah, he shows up with a red nose.
with a glowing nose deformity, and all of a sudden he's the famous one.
On this date in 1951, Browns running back Dub Jones, great name there, he ties an NFL record scoring 6 touchdowns in one game as they beat the Chicago Bears at Cleveland Stadium 42-21. That is tied with Alvin Kamara. He did that just a handful of years ago for the Saints, and then Gale Sayers.
Dub was, I don't know, I think it was Frank is what I want to say, but I could be wrong. Anyway, in the chat, and I can't believe I missed this one, and I am so sorry, David. Good call by you. Pete Rose was a player manager also.
Okay.
Probably should have known that one.
There you
off
go.
the top of my head.
That's all right.
Right in your wheelhouse.
There's so much
I know.
knowledge up in that brain. Sometimes some things
big
just
brain.
slip through
Well,
the
he was up
cracks.
late getting Twitter followers.
Yes.
That happens on Twitter. Where you can find me if you're curious.
On this date in 1961, Bob Cousy of the Boston Celtics, he's still with us. He's like
He is,
96
90
years old.
yeah, he's
He
an old
said before the last title there, a year and a half ago, that all he wanted to do was stay alive to see that one.
Yep.
So hey, maybe Tatum will come back and they'll get him number 19. Anyway, though, Bob Cousy, who becomes just the second NBA player to score 15,000 points. On this date in 1963, just a handful of days after his assassination, unfortunately, JFK, he is laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. How about this one? Pretty big sports broadcasting day here. On this date back in 1979, at a Bucks-Vikings game for CBS, Pat Summerall and John Madden broadcast together their first ever game.
Joe Morris in motion. Sims straight back. Got a man. Bobby Johnson is knocked down at the last second. Somebody threw a shoe. There's a pigeon on the field. How did he get in there?
Well, he wanted to get down there. He couldn't get a seat. He tried to get up above, and there was no place. The only place there was only that he could land is right there.
He was in the middle of the action. I thought the shoe came off.
I'll tell you, there's the throw. Johnson really has him beat. And there's the pigeon was right there where Johnson was running. I think there were two pigeons there. Johnson's trying to run a post pattern, and the pigeon's getting away.
And they're still there.
That's, the old thing, you can run down to the pigeon and turn left.
That wasn't from their first game there. Unfortunately, couldn't find anything for YouTube from.
I'm glad you
YouTube
went with
from the
that one
first
instead.
but
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Tried to find a funny moment there. On this date back in 1980, some boxing here. Sugar Ray Leonard regains the WBC welterweight boxing title when Roberto Duran
Yep.
quits in the 8th round of the infamous No Mas fight
No
at
Mas.
the Superdome in New Orleans.
Yeah, that was a Duran when they fought the first time, like 6 months earlier. It might have been. I think it was, maybe even less than that. And Sugar Ray comes out and fought a different style than he normally does. He tried to be a slugger in that fight, where Sugar Ray was usually just a boxer who danced around and was creative. And Duran beat him. Duran's nickname was Hands of Stone, or maybe it still is. I don't know if he's alive or not. But anyway,
Good
and
for
then,
boxing.
Yeah, and then
Bad for football.
Then they go to they do the rematch there, and yeah, Sugar Ray comes out showboating, and Duran says, like 8th round, or was I don't know if you said it or not, but no mas, and walked away, and that stuck with him for a long time as being a quitter. He said he had like some kind of stomach issue from eating the night before. I think he gained after you weigh in. It doesn't matter what you weigh when the fight starts. And I think he gained some like ridiculous amount of weight in between the time of the weigh and the actual fight. I don't want to put a number on it, but it might have been double-digit pounds from the time. And so that may have contributed to it as well.
What's a normal, do you have any idea, what's a normal weight gain from weigh-in to the fight? Probably a handful of pounds, give or take?
I would think so,
Not
yes.
double digits, though?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't say. Yeah, I'm going to try to find the weight gain on that, though.
Okay, I'll continue here. A little country music. On this date in 1997, Garth Brooks releases Sevens, his 7th studio album, featuring this catchy tune right here.
This town, so bring me 2 pina coladas. I want one for each hand. Let's set.
Set sail with Captain Morgan. Never leave dry land.
Didn't want to give him that free ad read, huh?
Austin, how old is your daughter?
She's 8.
8, Tito?
Yeah.
Your daughter is?
11.
Okay. 8 and 11. I have to imagine you guys have probably heard this song once or twice here because
If it's Baby Shark, we're going to fight.
it's not Baby
Okay,
Shark.
thank
But on
you.
this date in 2013, Disney releases the motion picture soundtrack for the movie Frozen.
No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I want
Really, thanks for that, buddy.
Yeah, let me think. I've only heard it 15,000 times.
Hey,
I mean,
man.
look, I'm sitting here wearing
it's-
Mickey Mouse.
Well, you could shoot snow out of your hands.
She
That's
is
a pretty
she is
heck
the
of
ice
a
queen.
trick. Yeah.
God, so So glad Bobby's not here because I'm going to make another inappropriate joke about a children's movie or song.
Got a couple NFL ones here. On this date in 2018, Phillip Rivers ties the NFL single-game record with 25 consecutive completions in the Chargers' 45-10 win over the Cardinals. That is tied with Nick Foles, two of the best to ever do it there.
One for each kid.
Rivers also set the single-game completion percentage record at 96.6. In 2019, just a year later after that, Lamar Jackson becomes the first quarterback in NFL history to pass for over 3,000 yards and rush for over 1,500 yards in his first 2 seasons. That was the first MVP season there for Lamar in Baltimore. And then how about this? On this date in 2020, didn't get any audio from this game because it was COVID time and there was nobody there, so not a lot of great audio from it. So I grabbed something from her career later on, but arguably the best college basketball player of all time, especially in the women's side of things, scoring 27 points, grabbed 8 boards, and 4 assists against Northern Iowa, making her college basketball debut. That was Caitlin Clark.
Recovered by Gabby Marshall. Here comes Clark. How will she go for history? There it is! The all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball.
Talking well inside the middle of the Mediacom logo. You have a hand down when she crosses half court. Caitlin Clark has been making people pay since her freshman year in Iowa City.
I thought that was a very difficult shot she hit.
Agreed. And then you saw Tyvus do it.
I saw Tyvus do it, and I thought,
maybe not.
Literally
what's the big
anybody
deal?
can do this. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, seriously.
Some birthdays here, born on this date all the way back in 1835. He has since passed, of course, in 1919. Andrew Carnegie, he is best known for leading the expansion of the American steel industry, one of the richest Americans ever. That's obviously for his, kind of time there, what the money he made back then, probably
$75,000.
a little short of what it is now, but compared to
now
that
the equivalent
era,
of $50 billion.
Yes. Born on this date in 1844, Carl Benz. If you recognize that last name, it's probably for a good reason.
Middle name's Mercedes.
German engineer, engine designer and engineer, along with his wife Bertha. They founded the Mercedes-Benz Company. Born on this date in 1914, Hall of Famer, 13-time All-Star, 3-time MVP, and 9-time World Series champ. Probably most famous for his 56-game hitting streak, Joe DiMaggio.
I thought this would be my last year. I wish I could have had a better year. But even if I had hit 350, this would have been my last year for me anyhow. You all know I've had my share of injuries and setbacks during my career. In recent years, these have been too frequent to laugh off. When baseball is no longer fun, it's no longer a game. And so, I played my last game of ball.
He had a big deal lined up. We always talk about this when DiMaggio comes up. He had a big endorsement deal lined up with Heinz if he would have gotten to 57. Heinz 57 wanted to do something with him, and he got stopped after 56.
What a bum.
Too much pressure.
He had a 61-game hitting streak in the minor leagues, also with San Francisco.
Jeez.
The Seals, I think is who it was.
Not too bad. Big day for Shark here, both in birthdays and deaths.
Here
We'll
we
get to
go.
the deaths in a minute, but born on this date in 1950, Augusto, I'm going to take a shot in the dark at this last name, Augusto Pinochet. He was the general and dictator of Chile from 1973 to 1990.
Of course.
Born on this date, turning...
They chant that guy. They chant that country every time the Jackets get 3 goals, right?
Sure, yeah.
Chile.
Let's see.
I hate the Chili chant so much.
Do they still do it? I haven't been to a game yet this year.
I haven't been to a game this year.
All right.
I don't imagine that they stopped.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
We just threw a Bodie. Bodie now got lost.
No, you're okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a clip here for this guy, and I forgot to get it into the Zeta, so let me get this real quick.
So
But
my
born on
interrupting
this
you
date
helped.
in
read his mind.
1940. I didn't even hear a word you just said, to be honest with you. I was just thinking. Turning 85 years old today, the Hall of Fame coach, 3-time Super Bowl champ, and after football, he decided, let me just get into this NASCAR thing and go win some championships.
Why not?
there. That would be Joe Gibbs.
How many people can win 3 world championships in football and move over to NASCAR and be the dominant team? One person, Joe Gibbs.
The world champion Washington Redskins.
He won 3 Super Bowls, 3 different quarterbacks.
Let's hit it rolling now. Let's earn this thing today.
Best head coach of all time.
Each one of you has a small piece of this trophy today. The greatest thing we're going to leave on this earth is our 2 boys,
Coaching is some of the greatest rewards you can have in life. And it can be also some of the toughest things that you ever go through.
What kind of question is that? How many people can win these Super Bowls and then go lead a NASCAR team? Well, how many have tried, Joe?
That's a good point.
We don't
right.
know.
Also, unofficial
birthday, by the way.
fourth member of the Bee Gees.
That's right.
The more you know. Turning 79 years old today, that would be Mark Brown. He was still is, he's still with us, children's book author, illustrator, and TV producer for the show Arthur. So pretty popular kids show there. Turning 74 years old today, Tito, that would be Russell Earl Dent, also known as
Bucky Dent.
Bucky Dent, yep. 3-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champ, 1-time World Series MVP. Probably most famous for that home run against the Red Sox there back in 1978.
1978, the playoff game. The Boston fans still call him Bucky effing Dent.
They've got 4 World Series titles this century. I think they're probably doing fine. Born on this date in 1960, sadly passing away in 1999 in a plane crash. Not a super fun way to go. JFK Jr. Turning 62 years old today, a guy who just underwent a liver transplant, but it sounds like he's doing good and whatnot, so good news there on that front. The college football national champion, 1-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Super Bowl champ as Troy Aikman's back up in 93, I think it was.
Yep.
Cleveland Browns quarterback, legend Bernie Kosar.
And Metcalf and Manoa are split behind Kosar, who is going to throw on first down. Going deep, left side, Slaughter open, has it at the 40. The foot race is on. Webster Slaughter to the 30, to the 25, spins around. He's gone all the way for a touchdown.
Check the record book.
Maybe the longest touchdown pass in Browns history.
97-yard score there for the Brownies. That'll be broken, of course, this weekend when Shedeur goes 99 yards. Yeah. Handful more birthdays here, guys. Turning 60 years old today. Maybe the first of the wide receiver fame. He kind of was ahead of his time there compared to Marvin Harrison Jr. and some of the other guys that have come through here. But the NFL Pro Football Hall of Famer, 2-time first-team All-Pro, and 8-time Pro Bowler for the mostly for the Minnesota Vikings there, and former Buckeye Chris Carter.
Pray you can play as long as me. Pray.
I'm trying to embarrass him. I'm trying to make him look bad.
I can tell you haven't played a long time.
And that's what I did.
What a catch. He's been doing it for 14 years.
Like, y'all got all the footage.
Back of the end zone, sidelines. No one is better than him.
Oh, man, come on.
By Chris Carter. Are you kidding me? Chris Carter, it's a touchdown. And the best catch I've seen this year. Wow. Down in bounds. What a catch. End zone. Touchdown. Chris Carter. Oh, man. Carter does it again.
Pray you can play as long as me is pretty good trash talk for a guy who played, I think, darn near 20 years in the NFL.
Yeah, still popping around the Woody every now and then, checking in on those wide receivers and handing down the wisdom. So I know that it means a lot still. And certainly even these young guys know Chris Carter's name and his legacy.
Yeah. His brother played in the NBA. Butch Carter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh, and then one more sound bite here. Turning 54 years old today, longtime actress. Very sadly has been struggling with MS the last handful of years here. But Christina Applegate turning 54 years old today.
But you didn't even come up with the chug run.
No, hey, wait a minute. Excuse me. I did come up with the chug run, all right? And I ran it.
Sure you did.
No, I did. In 16 seconds. Okay?
Prove it. She can't do it now. She's old.
Excuse me, girl?
I didn't mean it like that. I just mean you're old.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard that laugh before. I don't like it.
Oh, my bad.
Why? You're not actually going on this thing.
Yes, I am. This chug run raised thousands of dollars for charity, all right? Now, I might not have gotten good grades while I was here, but at least I did something.
Yeah, it sounds like you did a lot. Stuck your finger in the Dean's
No,
penis.
honey, it's not important what I stuck my finger in and what I burnt down, all right? What is important right now is that these bitches are disrespecting me, and that ain't right.
It's a pretty funny flick there. Vacation with her and Ed Helms came out, gosh, probably I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago now. But
how many?
I really didn't try to do that on purpose, I swear. Turning 49 years old today, the six-time Pro Bowler, mostly for the Philadelphia Eagles. Almost one-time Super Bowl champ, but they fell to the New England Patriots there. Donovan McNabb, the quarterback. Turning 46 years old today, the man they called Turtle in Entourage, Jerry Ferrara. And then, last but not least, turning 42 years old today, truly the greatest to ever do it, the greatest competitive eater of all time, Joey Chestnut, turning 42 there. So happy birthday to him. I'm sure those hot dogs will make
what
sure
do you think
he's
he
got
does
a nice,
to celebrate his birthday?
long-lasting life. Some deaths passing away. I think this guy's birthday was just in the last week or so. Tito, I remember talking about this with you, but passing away at the age of 78. Not a great man. We've learned recently. I learned recently, at least. That would be Major League Baseball's first commissioner from 1920 to 1944, Kennesaw Mountain Landis.
Judge.
Yeah, unfortunately, he said part of the color barrier.
Oh, absolutely was, yeah.
And not a good way. He was,
no, he's not.
Anti-Jack.
He was the anti-Branch Rickey.
Yeah, he was the barrier.
Yes, he was. You're right.
Yes.
You need him on that wall, apparently.
Big day for Shark here, I mentioned. Here was the wrap up on that. Passing away, sadly, at the age of 90 years old. They say, I don't know if karma's a thing or not, but making it to 90 for this guy. God bless him, I guess. The Cuban prime minister from 1959 to 1976, and then president of Cuba from 1978 to 2008, Fidel Castro. And then
it's amazing how many elections he won in a row.
It's unprecedented.
It's really that's very impressive.
And then last passing here on this date, just a handful of years ago in 2020, sadly at the age of 60, gone way too soon. Considered one of the greatest.
I hope it's not another Castro.
No, it's not,
Okay.
unfortunately. World Cup winner with Argentina in 1986, and then considered to be one of the best players to ever play the sport of football, or soccer, as you call it, Diego Maradona. And then last but not least, guys, some holidays and observances, if my computer will load here. It is, let's see what we've got here, International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Okay, I think that's something we can all get on board with.
I think we can do that every day.
Yeah, agreed. Maybe a 365 one there. National Parfait Day.
Okay.
Don't eat a ton of those, but, you know, they always hit the spot sometimes.
Peanut butter
Breakfast
parfait.
there.
I'll do that.
National Play Day with Dad. So,
all right,
you guys can both get on that once you leave
Don't
work
tell
here.
my kids. I got stuff to do.
And then last but not least, it is
man.
Shopping Reminder Day, of course, as we're
shopping reminder
a few days away from Black Friday. And
another one. Don't tell my wife about that
just
one.
the season. November 25th, 2025, 329th day of the year. Just 36 days left in this 2025. 2 days to Thanksgiving and 1 month from today. Santa's going to squeeze that fat, white, you-know-what down that chimney and find the jolliest bunch of ales this side of the Nile, Steve.
Thank you. Well done, as always, Lieutenant. Coming up next, I want to do, when we come back, we'll hear from one of the former Buckeyes about what the game means to them. We'll also tell you I'll tell you again, I guess, what the $3 appetizer is for Roosters. Someone let the cat out of the bag. But we'll do that next. Morning Juice.
'Tis the season to be hungry at Roosters. That's why for every $50 spent on Roosters gift cards, you'll receive a $10 Rooster Buck back in your stocking. May your holidays be filled with friends and family, love and laughter, and of course, Roosters Wings. Go to roosterswings.com today or drop by any Roosters location to purchase your $50 holiday gift cards and receive a $10 Rooster Buck in return. Happy holidays from all of us at Roosters. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I always tell people I was the luckiest guy in the world. I wanted to be an Army man or a fireman, and I got to do both. As a firefighter, my job was about saving lives. I never thought one day I would be fighting for mine.
After spending his career answering the call to save others, Ken was diagnosed with ALS. Now he's facing his biggest battle, for more time. For 70 years, Muscular Dystrophy Association has been answering the call to help people live longer and more independent lives.
MDA means to me hope.
MDA is leading the way for people living with ALS, muscular dystrophy, and other neuromuscular diseases by accelerating research, advancing care, and advocating to empower families like Ken's.
I wouldn't be living as good of a life with ALS if it wasn't for MDA. MDA is helping people live stronger and love longer. Learn more at mda.org today.
What does it mean to give 100%? It means giving everything you've got, every single day. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. So no matter what you give, we give 100% for life-saving research victories, 100% to making new discoveries that lead to innovative treatments, 100% to groundbreaking cancer research that could one day save someone you love. We know cancer research is working. Over the last 30 years, an estimated 4.5 million lives have been saved thanks to game-changing research breakthroughs. But there is more work to do. That's why the V Foundation gives 100% of every dollar donated directly to cancer research. We will always give 100% to accelerate victory over cancer.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate today at v.org.
As we wonder why our kids are struggling, someone is getting bullied. As we discuss how to improve their mental health, someone is being harassed on social media. As we wonder why they're skipping school, someone is crying themselves to sleep. Knowing the signs is the best way to prevent bullying.
Please just leave me alone.
Learn the signs at sandyhookpromise.org.
One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Okay, not Bobby and Tito. Austin and Tito and Bodie Wells. And now we're going to do this. Oh, you know what that sound means.
It's Appetizer Tuesday, baby.
That sound means Tito's going to do a job that is worse than what Bobby normally does, trying to describe the appetizer for today. $3 Tuesday, $3 Appetizer Tuesday at Roosters. Today, it's the onion feathers.
Woo!
Am I right on that one there, Austin?
That is absolutely correct.
Thank you.
You got that plucking sauce horseradish just sitting right there waiting for you.
Look at that. See, why did I read it? You should have just read this. You live there.
That's true.
Battered onion petals, fried golden brown, served a side of plucking sauce.
Or, as the general would call it, pluck you sauce.
Pluck you sauce. Is that the only sauce you would eat, or do you do like?
The spicy ranch.
The spicy ranch is good on that too.
Yeah, I think you can put anything on the Roosters menu in that spicy ranch. You are good
Drink
to go.
it.
I mean, it can get a little heat, a little build on you if you drink it. So maybe don't do that. You take it.
What are you going to chuck it?
I think that's what Bodie challenged me to do.
That's what I was referring to. Yeah.
Oh, good.
You can
Lord.
watch when we do the live show on Mondays. By the way, at Roosters on Olentangy River Road.
That happens.
You got Bobby and Jay-Z that are just absolutely obsessed with the Roosters Ranch. Jay-Z's begging for the recipe. You know, he's taking buckets of it to go.
Right.
I was like, guys, you got to get the spicy ranch. That's what really kicks it up a notch. But anyway, you could get that or some plucking sauce with your onion feathers for $3 today at your local participating Roosters location. It's a fun, casual joint.
Ooh. I feel like this guy's trying to take my job. He's doing did a great job with that.
Agreed.
Every Monday I'm there, Tito.
I understand that.
My home base.
Anyway,
what are this?
That's your chicken over there, apparently. That's what we're going to go with today. We're going to be all PG, I guess. It's
You can have Bob back tomorrow.
That's fine. Let's do this. Ryan Miller, former Buckeye. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you might be able to see it here.
Facebook
We're
today.
on there.
Yep,
Okay,
confirmed.
great. Here is Ryan Miller talking about the game.
Michigan game. It's the best thing that you can possibly imagine from a kid growing up in Detroit, any kid growing up in the Midwest, to be honest with you. You ultimately play this game over and over in your head around Thanksgiving in the backyard, thinking about, what it would be like to play in the big one, in the biggest game in all of sports. And for me, to be able to be a part of that was a dream come true. Obviously, winning a pair of gold pants, I'll never forget Bobby Hoying diving in, knocking out that pylon in Ohio Stadium in 1994. Luke Fickell getting an interception. Those memories last a lifetime, and so do some heartbreaking defeats. So this game, I know it's 60 minutes, but it'll last for 60 years after it's all said and done.
That was Ryan Miller there giving us his thoughts on that. Coming up next, we'll hit some quick hitters. Morning Juice.
Hey, does this sound like you were every step or reach is a reminder that it hurts? The pain is there. A reminder of what you're not able to do, how far you've drifted from that life you used to have and love where you didn't have the pain. Listen, if this is you, if this is a family member, you need to talk to them about it. You need to do what I did and go to QC Kinetics. They've got the answers for you, the relief without the scalpel, without the surgery. At QC Kinetics, they tap into your body's own regenerative power. The damaged tissue, it can be healed by itself. It's not science fiction. It's your body's comeback story. The very cells in your body can help you get healed with no surgery, no pills, no long recovery, just remembering how to move and feel alive again so you can golf, hike, do all the stuff you love to do. So go check them out at qckinetics.com/Columbus or 380-208-4544. They have offices all over Columbus, so be sure to check them out at 380-208-4544.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
My son Ian was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 16 months. The outlook was pretty rough. I mean, it was, we had no hope until St. Jude rescued us. I mean, they saved him. To this date, we are 12 years into this journey, and from day one, we've never once seen a bill. It gave us the peace of mind to know that we're there with our son, and we're gonna beat cancer together. Now, he is doing really, really well. He's alive because of what St. Jude has done. He's here because of the doctors who came before, their blood, their sweat, their tears, the knowledge accumulated and shared, with everyone else around the world. This is how we get rid of this, how we help kids beat cancer all over. It's the future.
Together, we will make cures possible for every child everywhere. Learn more at stjude.org.
Yo, I'm your old basketball. Haven't seen you out on the courts in a while. Why not pass me over to Goodwill? Donating me helps Goodwill's mission to provide career training and support services right here in the community. And that's a slam dunk. Donate today. Hey, I got next.
To find your nearest Goodwill locations and to learn more about our mission, please visit goodwill.org. Goodwill, where your things start new lives.
Tito invited the new Russian family who moved in down the street to watch Rocky IV. It did not go well. I must break you. This is Morning Juice.
Morning Juice. Chat's lively. The hand of God thing, and that sparked a discussion about nicknames of great sports moments in history. And Little Italy fired off a few here, like the drive, the fumble, the butt fumble. I brought up the catch from Dwight Clark. Ricks brings up Holy Buckeye. That's a great one, too.
Holy Buckeye.
Holy Buckeye, that one.
85 yards through the heart of the South.
That's another good one, too. Holy Buckeye.
Now, that one's a long one to say. It's just as long as
you're right. Yeah, really, it's a long one. You got to get some abbreviation there or something. But
third in Jeremiah.
You're right. There's the other one. That's a good one, too.
One hurts.
You know what? You should cover the team. You've got a lot of knowledge.
I'll think about it.
Yeah,
I've got free time.
If something else falls through for you, just do that. But the Holy Buckeye one, I remember my son
Scoop and Sawyer
was 2 at the time, and I'm holding him on my lap, watching the game in my recliner, and my wife, then wife, first administration, she was on the phone with like a very deep, heated argument with my mom. It's like the TV's turned down because she wants me to hear what they're arguing about. Just because whatever, doesn't matter.
It's good to get you involved in that.
Not during that game, no. But so yeah, I remember how excited I got and couldn't really scream. So I was doing like the silent when they completed that pass. That was great.
Quick Google search here.
Yes.
The Immaculate Reception.
Oh, yep. That's a good one.
The Thrilla in Manila.
Yep.
Miracle on Ice, not a play, but a game.
Yeah, game. I would call it. Yeah.
What else we got here?
Do you believe in miracles?
Do you? Yeah, I do believe in miracles.
I do.
Oh shoot, where'd that just go? I just had another one there that was pretty good. Music City Miracle.
Right. Malice at the Palace.
That's an unforgettable play.
That's right.
That's all I got for you.
There's some good ones there. That's all right. We're going to keep you talking, though, because you're going to help us get through what's got you juiced.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
All right, Bodie, keep us going.
Shouldn't we be doing quick hitters?
I thought we
here?
were doing quick hitters at this time, Tito.
Could have stopped me before that.
Once it started, I was like, let's just listen to it.
How about some quick hitters?
Morning Juice presents.
That's at
Quick
Happens.
Hitters.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're
That's right, this is what you're
snoring
saying.
and not sleeping,
Yeah,
call Dr. Mark Levy
I
today
should've
at
done that.
1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, guys.
Apparently,
Happy Tuesday.
holidays already started for me.
We'll start with some college football news here. Former Ohio State and West Virginia president Gordon Gee, he has joined the list of those calling for major changes to the sport of college football. Gee highlighted what he called 2 common sense changes. Gordon Gee never one to shy away from his feelings. The first one is unifying media.
Yeah.
The first one is unifying media rights across the sport. He had to say, quote, college football is America's second most popular sport by viewership, but it ranks only 5th in revenue. Its viewership is twice that of the NBA, but it brings in only half of the NBA's media revenues. How can this be? It's not due to lack of passion or value. College football is stuck in an outdated, fragmented system that holds back its earning potential. Along with that, he wants changes to the schedule, saying, quote, today 136 athletic departments independently schedule out-of-conference games, resulting in a highly inefficient schedule with too many lopsided contests and marquee games being played at the same time. By just centrally scheduling the out-of-conference slate and coordinating when conference games are played with one another, we will have more thrilling games that fans can actually tune into. Austin, I think he's on the right track here, and I think most people, honestly, have kind of been saying this for the last handful of years here.
Yeah, but good luck actually implementing that.
Yeah.
Because there, as he, the word he's using there with how fractured and fragmented college football is, you're not going to unify it all. There are too many competing interests. There's too many contracts in place. You're talking about grant of rights deals. The Big Ten was looking to extend theirs beyond 2036. You have so much conversation about what that meant just for the ACC. The SEC is locked up for the foreseeable future. You can have all the ideas that you want, but there's no way to actually, I think, break these contracts until deep into the 2030s. So, cool. We can all come up with a lot of ideas. We all have different formats that we would prefer for the college football playoff. But that right there and what's happening at this very moment where the conference commissioners and athletic directors and powers that be all said, please give us an extension. We can't come to any firm conclusion about what would work for everybody. Please listen to Tony Petitti's plan for 24 or listen to the SEC talk about having 1 million teams in the field. They can't even organize the college football playoff in a timely fashion, and now you want to overhaul the broadcast partnerships and 130 teams into one cohesive unit. Good luck to you.
I feel like college football is, and really in some ways college sports, is a lot like Columbus freeways. And that there's always going to be construction barrels. It'll never be good.
Yeah.
It's always going to be something.
The dysfunction is part of what makes it great. And
Honestly.
I know that sucks, but that's.
I also would add to that, Austin, people who I think say they want centralized scheduling, I'm in favor of making the calendar fit to where Lane Kiffin doesn't have to leave Ole Miss in the middle of a playoff run.
Yes, that's a huge thing.
But I think this idea that, we should have people, everybody should play one Power 4 team, one Group of 5 team, da-da-da. If we weren't able to argue about whose schedule sucks and whose schedule's good, which basically people just decide their conference is good, so their schedules are amazing, and every other conference sucks, so their schedules suck. We would be lost as a society in college football if we weren't able to say, well, you guys played an FCS team in week 2. And that's what we do, man. It's part of life.
We already have the NFL.
Yes.
We don't need a second weirder version. College football is its own thing. And we can argue till we're blue in the face about schedule strength or playoff field or anything else, but if we didn't have it to argue about, college football wouldn't be as fun as it is.
Yes,
It's the quirk of it that
completely
makes
agree.
it great.
The calendar thing is such a huge, because I'm with you. The fact that Kiffin's going to do what he's going to do, and I blame Kiffin's slimy. That's fine, but the fact that the timing of it is because of the calendar, and because you've got National Signing Day, and because you've got the transfer portal when it is, if they could change that around, that would be a big step in the right direction.
Well, they can, but every time they move it, they make it worse.
Yes,
Worse.
I know. Yeah, it's.
How could things possibly get any worse?
I remember it was. God, this had to be 12 years ago.
10
maybe?
years.
12, 10? Okay.
Got to lay off the peyote. Tito.
Thank you. But Torg had the idea when I was doing a show with him one time, filling in for Common Man, that they should have centralized scheduling. Have the NCAA set the schedules. Non-conference and...
I just think it would be so bad for the sport. I think people think it would be great.
Right.
But, when's the last time you heard somebody be like, well, Detroit should actually be ahead of Philadelphia in the standings because the NFC North is better than the NFC East. No, man. That's what we do in college football.
Yeah.
If people Tito, I wouldn't know how to live if people didn't tell me how much Notre Dame's schedule sucks every year because we're independent. We could play 6 SEC teams and 6 Big Ten teams, and people are like, yeah, but they didn't play the ACC.
Right.
You tell me the ACC is terrible every year.
But you
that's
played
what we
Purdue.
do.
Yeah, it was Indiana and Purdue.
It's the
Right.
fabric
How
of
good are
life.
they?
What would we do with ourselves if we didn't do that stuff?
Yeah, your soft-ass schedule with Miami and A&M to open the year.
Exactly,
Right,
yeah. Everybody's schedule's terrible. All the bad teams we play are actually kind of sneaky good, but all the bad teams you play are actually terrible. Speaking of college football, guys, could this be the final season of the 12-team playoff in the sport? Well, that's still to be determined because, of course, once again, the leaders at large never can figure anything out on a timely manner, and we may not know what the 2026 season will hold until a couple more months from now. That's because on Monday, ESPN and the College Football Playoff agreed to extend the deadline to decide what next year's postseason will look like. It was supposed to be December 1st, which is just a week away. That is now January 23rd. So now we got more than 2 months for them to make up their minds for next fall. Ross Dellinger of Yahoo Sports, though, has reported that the 12-team format is likely to stick around at least for one more season in 2026 next year, which I'm a big fan of. The two obstacles that remain for the next iteration of the playoff are not only how many teams will get in, but what the qualifiers would look like and how many auto bids there would be for the number of teams getting in. Tito, I've been I'll be honest, I didn't like the expansion from 4 to 12, but I've loved it last year and have enjoyed it this year. I'm glad it sticks around at least for one more year. I know they're inevitably going to go to 16 teams, though.
Yeah, it's going to go to 6. You're right. Last year was such a smashing success. And I think that, they will go to 16.
Don't go to 24.
No, don't go to 20. Don't go beyond 16.
God.
I know. But it's because I want to be able to have, if Ohio State is great like they are this year, a chance to host a home playoff game. I know that's being completely just about Ohio State for me, but that's what it is. Because
I think most fans would get on board with that, though.
Yeah,
again, they could do that
so
now.
Much fun.
Right,
well,
I know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But the one thing I fear, though, is I don't want them to reseed after the first round.
Me neither.
Do a bracket, and then and you stick to that. Don't reseed it all. I don't want to guarantee more than one group of 5 team in. I mean, if another one sneaks in just because organically, then that's fine. I don't want to guarantee a second group of 5 team, though, when you get to 16. And I really don't like the guaranteed spots.
Me neither. Hate it. Hate it with a passion.
Right. It's not great. So I'm fine with the same ones that get automatic berths now. I'm fine with that. The top 5
conference champs,
top 5 rated conference champs, get in. I'm fine with that, and then go at large the rest of the way.
Bodie wants the top independent to get an automatic bid as well. So
us in UConn.
I think that's a legitimate conversation that they can have. I don't know what would give anybody real optimism that adding 7 weeks to this deadline is going to get them any closer to a solution that they all agree on. I mean, the Big Ten, Tony Petitti, and the SEC with Greg Sankey, they clearly do not see eye to eye, and I don't know how they're ever going to. They have a good compromise right now. 12 worked a year ago. It certainly looks like it's going to work now. And we were talking about this last week, guys, that when you start talking about 15, 16, 17 in these rankings, right, and the teams that would be in contention, there are more programs that would have skin in the game for the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Does anyone need to see Tennessee and Iowa in the first round of the playoff to know that there's a real legitimate national champion? I don't. No. I'm okay without it. And the teams that we were talking about in that same conversation, the Big Ten a week ago, USC, Illinois, have just proven that they're not worthy with the opportunities that they had. So we don't need more than we've got right now. I didn't like 12 either, Bodie, but it feels like it's working fine.
I think it's a really good number. If you wanted to find the best team and find the best balance between not letting the regular season go to waste too much, 8 might be the best number, but 12 is fine. Like I think if you honestly look at it right now, what is it, 9 through 12, if nothing were to change? Notre Dame, Alabama, BYU, Utah. Does that sound about right in the 9 through 12 rankings, if memory serves correct? And obviously they could change tonight.
You got to get a Group 5 team in there.
I think. Well, true. Okay, so kick out one of those two Pac-12 schools.
Utah,
or
probably.
Pac-12. Big 12, whatever. R.I.P. Pac-12. Get one of those. Yeah, BYU. They were never in the Pac-12, were they? Or were they?
They might have been for
whatever.
There was a brief flirtation. I'm not sure that it was ever consummated.
Okay.
Right.
Nevertheless, though, if you knock one of them out and put in, knock both of them out, put in the ACC winner, a group of 5.
Right.
That's like those teams I think are worthy of playing in a postseason.
I think so. I want, and if you go to 16, you're not adding a week, right?
Yeah, you're just eliminating buys, probably, right?
Well, you're just
the other point of contention that they're going through, because they're married to, we've got to have the sanctity of New Year's Day, which is fine and great. That is what college football is all about. It's the best day of the year for that. But, they have to move the schedule up, and they seem unwilling to move the Rose Bowl and, have, actual semifinals on the first, which is where they should be, so that you can have a title game a week later. But it's like they're arguing about the dates, the number of teams, the locations, all of it. And it's not just a matter of putting together the format. How they implement it, they also don't agree on.
Yeah. Oh.
Which is super fun.
It is. College football. We love you.
Stupid sport.
But as we said at the start,
it's the best.
If you don't have the debate, you don't have college football.
Coming up next, the plan is to do another one of those Buckeye legends talking about the game, and then Schlegs. If Schlegs is asleep, we'll just play 3 clips of Buckeye legends, and then we will have witty banter. That's next. Morning Juice.
I thought mixing bleach with my floor cleaner would take the stain out.
When my youngest ate the dog's medicine, that was a new one.
I was trying to protect my garden, but I accidentally sprayed myself with pesticide.
So I called 1-800-222-1222, the poison helpline.
A poison expert helped me figure out what to do next.
I was connected to someone who spoke Spanish.
They answered my questions.
It was free.
It was confidential.
It was real help in real time.
Keep the poison experts in your pocket. 1-800-222-1222.
Looking for Black Friday truck deals? Then head to Germain Toyota. Right now, the savings are straight up and the offers are real. Right now, drive home a 2025 Tacoma with 0% financing up to 48 months with every vehicle sold at MSRP and 20% down. No trade required, or step up to the power of a 2025 or 2026 Tundra. Also 0% financing for up to 72 months. No gimmicks, no games. MSRP pricing and 20% down. No trade needed. 0% Black Friday savings at Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
My name is DeMar Hamlin. I play for the Buffalo Bills, and I play safety. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Every business starts somewhere, selling a product out of the back of your car, or maybe in your garage doing the packing and shipping yourself. And every great team starts grinding in the preseason. But with hard work, smart plays, and the right coaching, you can make it all the way. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, President of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on how they help local businesses go the distance.
At Riverside Bank of Dublin, our business lending team helps you take that next step. With equipment loans, real estate financing, and working capital, it helps you hit for power, not just for average.
Thanks, Travis. Because in business, just like sports, the right support turns rookies into all-stars. It can mean the difference between what might have been and a championship team. We're Riverside Bank of Dublin, your winning team for business banking. Look for a new branch location at Bridge Park in 2026.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Wrinkles, gray hair, and hearing loss are common signs of getting older. But being short of breath, having tightness in your chest, coughing, and wheezing are not. If you are experiencing these symptoms, you may be one of the millions of people who are living with a condition called COPD but don't know it. Early diagnosis and treatment can add years of better breathing to your life. For more information, talk to your doctor and visit copdfoundation.org today.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio's sports destination. One man is a national champion, NFL veteran, and local business leader. The other man is Tito. This is Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
I feel like I dropped the ball, Bodie. I should have, when we started the show, played the Austin Ward Open. You know what I mean? Like, to kind of welcome him here.
I like that idea.
Are you coming on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, all right.
You just booked me for the show live.
tomorrow.
How about that?
That's right. What's going to do? Yeah, why wouldn't I? All right, let's do this. Let's get some more talk from Buckeye legends about the game. And now we will get, by the way, if you miss any of these, the plan is to play them all together on a Friday segment. Where all these people we've got, we're going to play them, and we'll also put them out on YouTube eventually too. But tune in. We got a few today. We got some more coming in that Bobby's trying to round up as well. But here's Rob Sims, allegedly.
Why is the audio not there?
Not working?
It is not, and
Okay.
everything's
on.
I
your
can
end?
assure you, everything's on my end.
All right.
Tell you what, let's try it one more time here.
Okay.
Flip back, and let me restart it. Let's try hitting play, and still no audio.
He's talking in parentheses.
I tell you what, you want to try another one here?
Yeah, try it. Let's
try Doug Daddish.
Doug Daddish. Let's do that one. See what we get there.
All right, fingers
Let's try
crossed.
Doug.
Well, where's Doug at here?
Still no audio.
All right.
Why? I'm just going to try clicking one more. I don't think it's going to work.
Jamal Luke.
Ofer, yeah.
Okay.
Let me go back to Ryan Miller, see if...
playing in the Ohio State.
Ryan's working.
Ryan Miller.
Okay. Ryan's working,
there's
so
something
obviously
else.
something else is wrong with
All right.
the other ones there. So
We'll figure it out. Then you know what? We'll sit over here with witty banter while you try to get one Anthony Schlegel on the line, who will certainly have plenty to say about the Ohio State-Michigan game. We'll get those videos taken care of. I'm sure Tyler, if he's not in the building, will be rushing into the building after not hearing that.
Wait, I think I might know how to.
You know
fix
what it
this.
is?
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Then wait.
Spoke too soon.
Let's get the music back up. All right. If this doesn't work, I have no idea, but we're gonna give it a shot here.
All right, let's do it.
Let me turn off the virtual video director. And here might be Rob Sims on the
Come on,
State
Rob.
Michigan rivalry.
Come on, Rob.
I gave it an honest effort.
It's so weird because on the screen over here, Bodie, the audio levels are bouncing.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Antonio Pittman, I think you scored.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, fellas.
No worries.
Live technology, baby.
Yeah.
Always fun.
I guess we'll try to get Schlegs on here and let's see what we can do. Because we're not going to play Ryan Miller a second time or a third time for that matter. I love Ryan Miller, but I'm just saying, like, we got other bills to pay and other things to do here. So we'll see if we can get Schlegs going here. You not being from here, no offense.
Mm-hmm. No, none taken. I can't help it that I wasn't.
Before you got here,
yeah.
What were you like? Did you have was Ohio State Michigan must watch for you growing up at all or not?
No. It took weeks for things to get out to us on horseback to Wyoming, so we couldn't pay close attention to it. I certainly remember making it a point to watch the 2006 game. Everybody in college football who had any passing interest wanted to see that one and what was going to happen in 1 versus 2. That was like the first time that it became. And I knew there were lots of great games before, certainly was aware of the history, the importance of the rivalry and everything else that went into it. But it wasn't until that point that it was like, yeah, you can't miss this every single year. Now, that had always been the case for my wife, who, Allie grew up watching. She grew up in Columbus. She grew up watching the game. It was always a big deal to her. She loved I don't know if she loved it or not. She thought it was cool that it was 10 a.m. local time when we were out living in the Mountain Time Zone. It's like, get up early and you got to go straight to the game. You didn't have to waste that extra 2 hours getting to noon. So I certainly have a healthy appreciation for it, as you said, even without growing up in it. And when you cover it now, this will be the 14th one that I've been blessed to, 14th year. One didn't happen.
Right, yes.
The one that was going to be 100-0 bloodbath. But it's really cool. I'm very fortunate to get to do it because, as Schlegs can attest, there's nothing quite like it.
Let's do that now. This guy played in it.
The best way to start a morning is with a heavy dose of iron. Gas station ready, always. It is Schleg Day.
He is Anthony Schlegel joining us here. Schlegs, I don't know if you're having like a watch party at your house. I'm not pining for an invitation, by the way. I'm saying I don't know if you're having a watch party at your house, but if you were, or if you do have one, would you allow anyone wearing Michigan gear or openly rooting for Michigan in your house to watch the game?
I don't care. They don't play the game. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why not? You got to root for somebody, you know? Not like tell them that they're terrible and they look like trash with those colors. Yeah, 100%. Would I have their own, like, you know what? They're probably double dippers. So maybe the answer is no, I wouldn't invite them because they're going to double dip all the time and mess up the dip deal. You know what I mean?
Can't be trusted.
They probably eat all the good charcuterie. You know, don't think about anybody else. So they're probably the ones that you don't want to invite. No, I don't really care because it's not about that. The rivalry is fantastic. It's awesome. You know, I don't really necessarily hate anybody. As I was reflecting this week, like this game, I just remember playing for Tress. And this game is all about what you do for your teammate. I remember in 2004, you had a senior group. Wasn't the year that we wanted, but you want to send them out right at home versus Michigan. And then in 2005, going up there, winning that football game, really, really special. And like Austin said, very fortunate to have played in two of these. Had to watch the 2003 game at the house. Like, man, I really think I could have helped out in that game, stopping the run. And then coaching in, I don't know, let's see, 5, you know? So really good, really special.
The last 4 years, I think 3 of the 4, I've been at a friend's house where there's a legit, like a obnoxious Michigan relative of him.
That's terrible. Well, it's different. It's different. I guess that's the thing. How obnoxious are they? You know, maybe that's it. Maybe it's knowing your friends and who they are. And man, you're going to be saying crap to me the whole time, talking trash. Like, no, you're not invited. It's terrible. Like, just enjoy the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Root for your team, but don't be obnoxious. As soon as you cross that line, the real question would be, what would the line be? What would the line be of obnoxious? If they said that we were soft, if they said like stuff like that, you
Third
know,
base.
Like, no, you're out. Like, you're out. Like, you got to go. Like, or then you just challenge them to like a wrestling match outside. You're like, oh, really? Then like, let's go. You think those guys? Okay, how soft am I? Let's go outside. Let's see how this works. Or, you know, if they talk trash about our boys, like uncalled for. I don't say nothing about any other players out there. You know, don't say nothing about our players. So maybe that's how it'd be. If you got to that point, then I kick you out. You know, or if I know that you're a turd bucket like that and obnoxious, then I just don't. Then you would not be invited.
Schlegs, Tito was trying to shame me for not growing up in the rivalry, and you can.
I didn't grow up in the
I know.
rivalry.
That's what I was going to say. You've got my
Shame.
back here.
Shame's a strong
Yeah,
word.
100%.
You can
100%.
You can learn it. What was the moment when it became so real for you?
2003, watching that game in spring football, because that was, I mean, like, that's what we did with Tress. We watched every quarter. We watched a quarter of the game during each week of spring football, and it was just, that was in front of your peers. Like, that was the thing that you thought about and were working toward, and it was always there on your mind. We had in part of our 6 a.m.s, you had a drill that was for them, and it was just the ability to spill it for your teammate. There's a great clip of this gunner from the Cowboys and relentless effort, and the guy got knocked down. You would think he got blocked the entire time, but it was just relentless effort. Yeah, you got blocked. It doesn't matter, but how hard are you willing to go for your teammate? Like that effort. That's what this game is. And it's all about the teammate, not necessarily as much about them. And we did that all year. There was a period of every practice that was that particular period. Whether it was a tackling circuit or a turnover circuit, it was that period. And that was kind of how you emphasized it, kept on the back of your mind. And that's the beauty of the game, is it's the last game of the season. It's the culmination. Bob and I were talking about this on the Bobby Carpenter show. It is the culmination of, camp and the season to where you should be at your best, right?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the healthiest, right? It's a long year. Like, you want to be as healthy as you can be. Everybody has dings and bumps and crap like that, but the mental preparation, the understanding of the defense and what you're doing conceptually throughout the entire season. Like, you are at the highest of high levels after having played 11 weeks. And now you go into the game. That's kind of the beauty of it, because it is the good on good. Like, Texas' first game of the year, we knew what that was. Like, that Ohio State team, and heck, even that Texas team, are very different from week 1 to where they are now. And what the heck are we, week 14 now? So that's what makes this so special. It is the good on good aspect of playing, and then the environments in which you play. The shoe, the big house, it's just something special. And careers are made off of this game. The light and vision of people and what they remember you for is off of this. We talked about it last week, and it was kind of cool. Bob, our producer Pat, brought it up, but AJ, Bobby, and myself led the team in tackles in our senior day, very similar to this year, right? We played Northwestern. We absolutely obliterated them, 49-7. And then you go up to the big house, right? And I had a really good game in that game. But then all the dramatics that transpired in order to win that game, and being able to have a front row seat to watch that, and then being able to celebrate with your teammates in their, visiting locker room, with Eddie George, and RIP there. We lost a good one. Bobby Mansfield, really good friend of Tress. He was my class checker. He passed away yesterday, but I remember being in that locker room, and I was just reminiscing last night at my house by myself. Just sitting on the stool in their little terrible visiting locker room, just with a monster lipper in, just completely exhausted, talking, like, dapping up Mansfield, because that's what it is, man. You pour it out for your teammate, and then Bobby brought that crown that he had for the Texas game, and we finally got to crack it open, and with Eddie George and all the rest of the dudes, and it was a great memory, and that's what this is, something I get to take away 20 years later and cherish, and I'm excited for these guys to seize this opportunity.
Schlegs, you talked about, the way Tress handled it and the spring preparation and watching the film. You've been around the way Urban handled it, and it's time for war blaring throughout the Woody. And it feels like Ryan Day is starting to put his own spin on what the week looks like. This week, they moved up the band to the second off week. The appearance in the with the team and the practice and all that. They have a normal Tuesday press conference. They're going to have a Wednesday press conference. That's not the way that Urban ever did it. It's the first time it's been that way for Ryan. What everyone can do it differently, right?
Yeah, 100%. And he's making it his own, and he's seeing. And I actually agree with him. There's so many special traditions that transpire at Ohio State. And I say this last week. I meant to say it on Friday on our show, but. That senior day is so special, not just for the players, the coaches and their families, but also the band seniors, the cheer seniors, the Brutuses, the athletic trainers, the equipment guys, all the people here that go in and around what makes Ohio State football special that are there on game days. It's their last game. And it's a special thing. And then when you go in with the band, they come in, you grab an instrument, and you actually get to – because we don't get to see Script, Ohio. It doesn't happen. But you do it there with the band in the Woody. That takes time. And he bumped that up. Love that. Because then you can give it actually its due diligence. Because in this week, because of the game and the importance of the game, your senses are just, and your bandwidth are just so locked in on that. Just moving some of those pieces around to keep you focused and locked in on that, I think is fantastic. And I know this generation has so many different things at its disposal that they can handle, I don't want to say noise, but other distractions. And I'm not saying that that's a distraction, but just other things as opposed to keeping the main thing, right? And I love that he was able to do that. One, it gives it more respect for what we do with the band. Two, it's more respect for even the game because of my preparation. And I love it because this is the week that you want to just dive in. Not that you don't dive in a little deeper every week, but just the same page with the coordinators, the confidence that you go into the game with of the game plan and what we got to do and who their personnel is and et cetera, et cetera. You've been watching film on these dudes all year. Like, you always go watch their highlights. You always kind of watch what they do. I remember before the season even started, you would watch all the teams that you're playing and get nuggets on them. That way, when you got to that week, you already had 2, 3, 4 pages of their nuggets, of their coordinator. Now, it's going to change personnel to personnel, but you already had a deeper dive that you can go back and already say, I've researched this. Now is the current film lining up with this one? And when you're playing in that one, that stuff was the same, right? 3-by run, loaded, first and fourth crosser, boom, loaded. I'm bumping out to 3 ages, pushing a 4. Here are the runs that they'd like to run out of certain stuff. Like, it was the same. Different personnel, what do they like to do? What's the set of split of this guard? What's the set of that tackle? What's the depth of the running back? All those different things. Situational football, which I think our guys have gotten really good at because of the amount of NFL expertise that's in the building. Well, that's just ratcheting it up, man.
Schlegs,
now it's time to go play.
This might be the dumbest question or the best question I've ever asked you.
Okay. That's loaded.
I know it is. I know.
There's only 2 options.
And I'm not I'm not talking just like home crowd and that kind of thing, but did you enjoy playing this game in Ann Arbor on enemy turf more than playing at Ohio State?
Yeah, that you can't. That's. I don't know. I was saying that's the question could be phrased. I know that you enjoyed playing at both locations because you love football so much. Okay. It doesn't matter where you play it. But what makes playing in Ann Arbor special in and of itself? That would be the better question, as opposed to picking and choosing. Okay?
We'll cut that up for the audio. We're going to fix that. That won't go on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you do that. Now that you guys got the dump button.
Yes.
Okay? So the thing is this. When you're at home, it's comfortable, right? You have a routine. You're at the Blackwell. You got the same roommates. You have to check in. You have all the things are all there. It's very routine. It's very safe. It's very similar. When you go on the road, the special thing about going on the road is that it is literally you and your boys in front of all those people. And for all of us young men that grew up back in the 80s and 90s where, you had Gladiator, Braveheart, those things, fighting enemies in their territory, overwhelming odds, right? Coming out of the Coliseum with you and your guys, like the one where Maximus leads the boys out there and they got the chariots roaming around and everybody wants them to die, right? But you just all of a sudden do some crazy tactical crap and kill everybody. Yeah, that's the feeling. It's just you, your boys, and your coaches in that environment. And that's all you got. And that's what makes it special to go up there. And it's always hard to win on the road. It's extremely hard to win on the road in the game, and it just makes it that much sweeter. Again, not because it's Ohio State, Michigan, but because it's with your teammates, with your brothers, and it's Ohio State, Michigan. That's the difference. Does that make sense to you guys?
That
I
makes.
don't know if did I say that correctly?
You did great on
You
that.
understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's saying in the chat that you're on a mission. They can tell already.
Yeah, I'm doing dynamic effort squats right now.
That's
with
great.
my guy Justin. Yeah, I'm just
Jeez.
getting frothy.
Multitasking.
I'm moving this weight. That's why you hear me like breathing and stuff. I'm just moving violent. I'm moving heavy iron violently. Everybody has a role to play. Okay, I'm just playing my role by just being gas station ready, just in case.
The fact you're doing those exercises, Austin and I did it during the break too. What are the odds of that? We'll get you out of here on this one. I know. I've been looking. I looked online last week for pilgrim costumes to wear to Thanksgiving at somebody's house. If Steph ever said, "Hey, can we dress up like pilgrims for Thanksgiving?" Would you, in fact? Would you in fact put on a pilgrim outfit with a big hat?
It doesn't have to be that, Schlegs, but it can be if you want.
I mean, as long as that's where it led to. As long as that's where it led to, I'm always game.
As long as something gets stuffed, right?
Yeah, Buckeyes. No, I'm not really the dressing up type. Okay, like I in and of itself am my own character.
That's fair.
Wearing my own costume on a daily basis. Like right now, I'm training. I got some Rocky boots on. I got these Kuhu, like attack pants I like to wear. And I got an Ohio State ROTC tri-blend shirt that says attack and dominate on it. Like, that is my daily costume. Just trying to get bumpy over here at the Armory. That's just the life I live. I, in and of itself, am my own character. So I don't have to dress up. I am my own pilgrim. What do you dress up as? A pilgrim? Okay, is that really what they wore? They would wear this if it was modern day.
That's probably true. That's probably true, Schlegs.
It's 100% true. Yeah. Pilgrims had to work, man. They had to be gas station ready. They didn't have Waffle House back then. They had to be Frontier ready. Gotta go get some corn, right? Gotta go shoot our own turkey.
Gotta go chase that turkey down.
We gotta make sure we can defend our home, right? Hey, thank you, Lord, for this bounty. Hey, they're coming. Boom, get the muskets, right? Even on a full stomach, that was the original Waffle House ready, was like Thanksgiving dinner ready after just stuffing your face with this cornucopia of goodness, right? You had to be ready to throw down. Life or death. Like, that's a different ball game.
You got to go out and kill your own waffles, Schlegs. That's what you got to do.
Oh, my gosh. Man. You know what, though? I bet they had good syrup, though. That maple syrup just straight out the tree.
Right out of the tree, man. That's what it was. You're right.
Just tapped it.
Nature's bounty.
Yes.
They had a little spigot out there on the tree, and they would just take their waffles out there. Bad thing is they had no microwave to heat it up, so they just put it over the fire. Oof. Heat up that syrup a little bit.
Well,
they drizzled it on there.
They had microwaves. There's no outlets anywhere. Schlegs, we appreciate the time. And I mean this. Have a great Thanksgiving with your family, and I hope you enjoy the game on Saturday, and can't wait to talk to you next week.
I can't wait. Hey, Tacky dominate. Go Bucks beat cancer. See you, man.
All right, that's our guy, Anthony Schlegel.
Okay, exciting news.
Oh, you think you got it?
Got on the horn.
Whoa.
Yes, I think I'd bet Notre Dame's chances of beatingStanford Saturday. This is going to work.
Okay.
How about that, Tito?
Do you want to try it before the break? Just see if it works?
I already tried it.
It does work.
Schlegs. If this doesn't work,
then we're just screwed. Okay. Let me start the music again.
All right. Let me turn off my virtual video director here.
Uh-oh. This is fascinating. Are you ready?
Let me. I got to find my screen share. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, you can go ahead and fire the music. All right. So this is
Doug Daddish.
That's Doug Daddish.
Yes. Let me get it over on the actual screen there. Okay. Boom. All right. PC's on. All right. I feel very confident this is going to work.
The Ohio State-Michigan game means so much to me. As a kid, with my dad having played at Ohio State during the 10 Years' War, the Michigan game was always a huge thing in our house. And I understood the importance of it from my first memories. And as a kid growing up in the 90s, there were some dark times there where we didn't win as many games as we thought we probably should. And then when Coach Tress got to Ohio State and emphasized the Michigan game so much, understanding that You needed to win the Michigan game in order to win the Big Ten championship. You needed to win the Michigan game in order to get the national championship. You know, it means everything. Not only that, but it means so much to the state of Ohio. And you can become a legend just by playing in that game. And we had some good ones when I was there. I remember the Gonzo catch. My senior year, we were number 1 versus number 2. You could just feel the enormity of that game. Troy's moments in those games, beautiful thing. And most importantly, what the Michigan game means to me, it's the birth of my son, Declan. He was born on the Michigan game, and it just seems full circle to me. Growing up with it being important, playing in those games, having the opportunity to do it, and then having my son born on that same date, it's a magical thing.
Looks like he's in a pretty nice location there.
You know what? That looked like. And by the way, if your first name is former Buckeye great, you're usually going to be in a nice place. You're not going to see somebody named former Buckeye great out like hanging out where Mark Sanchez was in the middle of the night doing a video there. That's not going to happen. All right, we will. You know, we got like a few more in the holster there, as they would say, and so we will play some of those.
And they work now.
And apparently, it works now. And we just jinxed it. Way to go, Austin Ward. We'll do that next. Morning Juice.
I'm Shanola Hampton. Every day, millions of people face hunger. Today, I will share with you some of their experiences. I'm stuck between paying for medications or paying for food. John from Maine. After paying my bills, I can buy groceries. It's sad to say, food comes last. Alice from Oregon. I thought pantries were for less fortunate people, but anybody could be less fortunate in a day or even a second. Claire from Virginia. The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. No one should have to worry where their next meal will come from. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Around the world, Children International and friends like you are giving children in poverty a chance to grow and thrive, to be healthy, to succeed in school, and achieve great things. How do we do it? In the best way possible, by helping ensure access to healthcare, nutrition, and educational opportunities. And most importantly, by empowering youths and their families to get out of poverty and into employment through life skills, computer, and job training. The very tools they need to break the cycle of poverty and build futures full of promise. Because every child deserves a chance to realize their full and best potential. Learn more about how Children International is empowering children and families by going to children.org today. That's children.org.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
It's Tito. It's Bodie. It's Austin Ward joining us here. And we think we've got this technical. It looks like it worked out last time there, Bodie. So we could play.
He was working feverishly.
He was.
To get it fixed.
I saw him. He took his headphones off at one point during our interview with Schlegs. And he just hung them up on the microphone. And I saw him put his neck back and just look up at the sky and take a deep sigh. And I wasn't sure if he was contemplating his resignation or if he was just so tired because the boys from Apollo 13 just got back into the. I wasn't sure. It was like kind of that moment there with Ed Harris, where it's like when you see him sit down after it all happened, he takes a moment, like, puts his fingers over his nose like that.
Brought our boys home.
I wasn't sure if the guys made it or not.
Brought the audio back.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was more lack of sleep than anything. It was all simple. Tyler tried to text me. He did text me. He didn't try. He actually did. I texted
how
him
would
and
you
Ben
tried to text you?
and said, hey, the audio isn't working. And he said, try doing this. I was like, yep, tried that. That didn't work. And he gave me something else. He's like, this is just a temporary fix. Do this, this, and this. I'm like, well, I don't know how to do any of that. But he told me where the video is originating from in the PC. I'm like, let me just email this to me. And fortunately, Ben got the screen share set up, whatever that was, just in the last week or so. So I just fired it off the PC.
Wow. Something that
what a solution. There's a lot of ways to get that first down as long as the ball gets across that yellow line.
Something they haven't told you, but they probably will at some point, is most of the equipment over there is operated by a clapper. Like all you do is clap a couple of times and stuff gets fixed. Yep, there he goes. Now I bet the next video will work.
That just turned it off.
Wait, turn
it back. It's clap on and clap off.
A friend of ours, we are outside having a party and stuff, and she wanted the speaker louder, and I said, "Yeah, well, you just have to clap."
Louder,
and she's
son.
over there clapping, and nothing's happening. Now, she had a few drinks, but she's over there looking at the speaker clapping.
You got to clap louder.
I said, okay, the clap's not working. Just say louder. And it's like nothing to do with that. She's over there going, louder, louder.
You are a terrible person, Tito.
Breaking news on that one.
With all due respect.
No, I know I am.
But you are funny, so.
No, I'm a terrible. You're right. By the way,
there's two things normally kind of. There's
go
a lot
hand
of
in hand.
overlap there. Yeah.
When wife says, let's go to church on Sunday, I'm like, why? I think my fate's decided.
Too far gone.
Right?
Yeah. Satan's got my tombstone with a name and date already on it.
Absolutely, he
What's
does.
the point?
Right. What the hell are we doing now? We did Doug Daddish. Okay, now let's do some Rob Sims. If you're ready for that,
okay? I'll have to. You gotta give me a minute here.
Oh, jeez.
Just a minute. Come on. The biggest thing is I have to turn off the virtual video director, or it just keeps taking our.
Takes our pictures.
Our pictures, yeah.
All right. So this one now is going to be Rob
So,
Sims.
Full screen, PC on. All right. You
Here
want
we
any
go.
music there? Yep.
What's up, Bob? You asked the question, what are my favorite moments at Ohio State? And, I think the one that sticks out to me the best is our senior year. We're playing Michigan in Michigan. And just that come from behind victory that, Antonio Pittman, I think he scored with like 24 seconds to go in the game. And, I had a great block on that one. And just, man, I never felt that kind of joy on the field. You know what I mean? It just really like celebrating that we had done this great thing. It was our senior year. And, we had a great run while we were there. And that game was just so meaningful. And Eddie George being, in the pregame speech and just being around the legends, man. And, just the people that we're in the room with, man. It's a very small room. And, being with people like Nick Mangold and, Heisman Trophy winner Troy Smith and Ted and Brian Hartsock being on that team, and you, AJ, the list just goes on and on. Schlegel, the list goes on and on, man. I really couldn't even name everybody. I would need more than 2 minutes, but Santonio Holmes, man, Super Bowl champions, Heisman Trophy winners, just unbelievable mix we had there, man. And we did some really good things while we were in school. And just the one thing I always loved about playing in that game as well is getting the gold pants. And what I would do with my gold pants, I was 3-1, so I had 3 gold pants. I gave them to my mom, my sister, and my grandmother, who were obviously women in my life that had helped me get to where I was at that point. And I gave it to her, and the only reason why I have one now is because my grandmother passed on, and I kept it, and I keep it, and I keep it in my little display case over here, and just get to see it every day, man. There's just so many great memories come up, and I think more importantly, my family being able to share those memories with me, the ride that they had, and being able to see me excel on such a high level. And, I thought it was just great, man. It was one of the last times I've ever had just immense joy playing the game. It became a little bit of a job after that, and different things, man. But just being out there with my brothers one more time, in the big game, to put us into a bowl game. I believe that was for the Big Ten championship, and wow, man, we did it, man. So those are the memories and stuff nobody can ever take away. They could take everything else, house, cars, money, all that can fleet, but they can't take that memory away from me, man. So just great, and appreciate you letting me share, and hope you can cut this up because I went a little long. But all right, man, God bless you and the family.
Oh, that was great. I love that. I love hearing these guys talk about their memories from this game, and I just because it is a jealousy thing. It's an envious thing where, because they got to play in this game.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I said it to you earlier. It is truly a blessing to get to cover it.
Yeah.
You look in this studio, none of us had the ability to actually ever go play in it. So what's the next best thing we can do? Talk about it, share the stories, provide as much insight as we can, document it for those players and coaches that are in it. I don't take that responsibility lightly. I'm really honored to have that chance to do it, and for this to be, year 13. The last few have not had some of the same post-game opportunities to document for posterity's sake on the Ohio State side. I'm certainly thinking that it's going to be a little bit different on Saturday in the Big House this time, but we'll see. We're getting one day closer, one show closer, but to see what it means to them, and it means a lot to me just to be around it. So that's times a billion for those guys who put all their blood, sweat, tears, and effort into it 365 days a year, or 364 to be ready for that one day.
John in the chat said, Jesus loves you, Tito. Everyone else thinks you're a jerk. That's fine. I just need the one guy. Look, if Jesus...
if you can reach one.
If that's the one you want to reach, right? Like that, if you say one guy, one person, one being is going to love you, I got to be careful how I phrase all of this, because Lord knows I don't want to get called in again. I'm just saying, yeah. That's a quote, though. I guess I can use that. That's a quote.
Hey, you didn't say it. Somebody else did.
Right. Don't check to see if it's a
not
burner account. But last year and the year before and the year before.
Well, there's two asterisks.
There is, yes.
Asterisks.
Yeah, asterisks.
What a stupid word to have to say.
Well, you know what else is? It was Reese the other day was talking about, I can't remember which stadium he was talking about. It might have been Ann Arbor. But he called it the House of Horrors. Oh. And you got to be careful with that. Because I said, wait, with an H or with a W? Because that's a totally different house.
2 R's?
Right. So,
well, they do some, I'm told some people say that about Ann Arbor.
That's also fair. That's also fair. You're right.
It's one of the first things I learned when I moved here.
So, I hated these last 4 years. But a win this week would make it much sweeter. The fact that there's been 4 in a row that we've lost.
All that hate's going to burn you up, Tito.
That's fine. I'm
Keeps
just
me
saying.
warm.
I was describing that feeling yesterday, actually at Roosters, preparing for Appetizer Tuesday, which is onion feathers.
Of course,
because somebody asked me when the game became real. Because just like you Berm grew up with it. He gives me some crap all the time, like that I don't understand it or appreciate it to the same level that you all do, that were born and raised in the rivalry. And that's true. And it's like the first 8 games that I covered, because I started with ESPN in 2012, Ohio State would find a way to win no matter what. You think about even some of the crazy, ridiculous comebacks, and JT goes down, oh, well, here's Dwayne. They're going to win this game. They're going to find a way, because they always do. And that was not everyone else's lived experience before, if they grew up in the 90s especially. And Burn was like, you can't treat it this way, because every year beforehand, and then up into 2019 and 2020, when they were favored by 40 points in the games, well, Ohio State was going to win this game no matter what. They always do.
Yeah.
Until I see Michigan win the game, I'm never going to predict that they'll do it. And then I guess I may have taken it too far, because the last few years, and it is no longer a birthright. It is no longer a given. It's not going to absolutely happen no matter what. And Michigan found ways to win games, especially last year, that they had no business pulling out. So I appreciated it starting in 2012. And then around 21 and 22, it became a more, there were actually scars on the coverage that became a little bit different. And now I do think it is helpful, Tito. No, not everyone will agree with this, that it is a more competitive series.
Yes, it is.
Because rivalry. Because in 2012, through that stretch, and Brady Hoke and others, it wasn't.
No.
It was a foregone conclusion that the Buckeyes would win.
I say it all the time that if one team or the other wins 35 games in a row, the rivalry dies.
Yeah, that's not a rivalry anymore.
Right. By the way, Bodie's brother from another mother said in the chat, and I'll let him guess who said it, Notre Dame versus Navy is a larger big picture rivalry. Care to guess?
We are talking about the troops here, Tito. So
that's fine. Okay. All right. It's time for we go to the break here.
Talk about a guy full of bad takes.
Yes.
He's never short on him.
We'll do. That's what he said. And Anthony Schlegel in the last segment. First, I'll tell you, if you win, you get a $50 gift card to Roosters. I say win, W-I-N, because W-H-E-N, you'll receive it. I don't know.
That's a TBD.
You will win, but I can't say win. Your win will be a win. You get it.
Oh.
There we go. Anyway, Anthony Schlegel said there are 2 food faux pas a Michigan fan would probably commit if he came to his house to watch the game. Name one of the 2 food faux pas that a Michigan fan would commit in Schlegel's eyes at his house. 614-821-1460. First person to answer that one correctly and also has to tell Bodie you love him, you will get the $50 gift card. But we'll do that then. Coming up next, we'll tell you who's got us juiced for the second time today. Morning Juice.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've hit your medical deductible, now's the time to see Dr. Mark Levy. Get a custom oral appliance that stops snoring and helps you ditch that CPAP and pay less out of pocket. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com before the year ends.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
You know a thing or two about the moments in life that matter. You've seized those moments to embrace joy, accomplish great things, and build meaningful relationships. Is it time now to sit back and reflect on a life well lived? Maybe. Or maybe there's more to be done. Maybe this is the most important moment you've encountered yet. By volunteering with AmeriCorps Seniors, you can seize the moment, lend a hand, and get back more than you give. We connect you to local volunteer organizations with opportunities that fit your schedule and match your interests. Through AmeriCorps Seniors, you can support people in times of need and make your community stronger. You can become a companion to your older neighbors, brightening their days with friendship. You can even become a mentor for young people, serving as a role model and enriching their lives. Are you ready to seize your moment? Visit AmeriCorps.gov/yourmoment and get started today.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Don't let your insurance benefits go to waste. End the year sleeping better with Dr. Mark Levy's oral appliance. No mask, no noise, just results. Hurry, deductibles reset soon. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com today.
Bobby is known as the General. Tito shops at Dollar General. This is Morning Juice.
Up with the old microphone on. Been a banner day so far. By the way, we know this. The winner of the $50 gift card is a member, just so you know, Austin, in the original class of the Chatters Hall of Fame on Morning Juice. What's
Turn
that?
the mic on.
It's contagious.
Oh, man. In my defense, I turned your guys' mic.
You did. I appreciate that.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
First ballot,
Like,
yes.
if we had a Mount Rushmore of the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Which I don't know if that's really a thing, but we can do whatever we want.
No, but we can't, don't announce them all, though, just because we get...
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, Steve Kerr's one.
Steve Kerr's, okay, that's fair.
After that, though, Little Italy.
Little Italy
Our
wins it.
guy.
Little Italy, famous for getting premarital advice from one A.J. Hawk.
Yeah.
During
Make
practice.
sure you love her.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you really want to do it as well.
Sparking a theme song and a full segment every Friday.
Yes, you're right. That is the one. You're right. That's the one that Ask AJ started from all of that, and that's why Little Italy, among other reasons, in the Hall of Fame gets a $50 gift card. I will still.
So it pays to chat.
It does
on YouTube.
It does, and I will tell you this, and I don't know. I know Fish is listening because he's commented a little bit here in the chat. Just make it a $51 gift card. So you can get 17 $3 appetizers.
No, see, I told you, I don't like that approach. You got to leave some room to tip the servers at Roosters. They work very hard at a fun casual joint.
You can't tip the gift card, can you?
Well, you have to leave some room. Like we have like $6 left. You say, you know what, just run that. You keep it, all right?
Yeah, you can tip on a gift card.
I didn't think you tip on a gift card.
Well, I don't work there,
right?
but it spins like American currency.
Oh, this is something I got to do some research on. I may have to go to Roosters Day. Give
You
me
may-
a
what
gift
do you
card.
mean you may have to?
I need a gift card. Can you get it to me by the end of the day today or not, Bodie?
Wow, that's...
I've got some Roosters.
So I've
bucks,
heard.
Tito.
I'm sure. Look, I promise you, it's like, I'll date myself here. It's like Norm from Cheers. You walk in there, it's like, Austin!
I hope so.
I'm sure
They've
it
been
is.
inviting me back for several years now.
Jamal Luke played on the national championship team back there with Bobby and those guys. And here is Jamal Luke talking about what the rivalry means to him.
Jamal Luke, former wide receiver, 2000 to 2003, part of the 02 national championship team. This game this week is the game of all games. You play football and come to The Ohio State University for two reasons. Number one, to graduate from one of the most prestigious universities in the world. And secondly, you come here to beat that team up north. This game is when legacies are established. This is the game where teams go down in history as one of the greatest in Buckeye football history. You have an opportunity this week to earn it every day. Put all of the hard work from the summer, from the spring to fruition by what you do this week. You will be remembered forever by what your record is against that team up north. That's the power of this game.
He's got a book coming out, too. I'm going to have him on the show here in December. I think.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got a book coming out. So, great guy. I got to meet him at the Maurice Hall's movie premiere, and he just a super nice guy. Super, super nice guy. All right, for the second time. What?
Make sure you stop your hang on, Sloopy.
I was
there.
good. I wait for you to turn it down. That's on me.
No, you're okay. I just wanted to. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're thinking. Great minds think alike, Tito.
Let's do this. Well, some minds think alike.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
My show sheet says it's Tuesday, so that would mean that we have Schlegs first.
Damn right, I'll eat that cicada for $200. My only stipulation is I pull off the legs and the wings because I don't want those things flaring up as I throw it down my gullet. You know what I'm saying? Proof David Copperfield, wings off, legs off, cicada, Buckeyes. Guess who was $200 richer? This guy.
Done a lot more for a lot less.
I mean, he still has to eat the wings and the legs, right? That's the deal.
Part of it, right? Yeah.
Good source of protein, at least so they say. I've never tried one myself, but hey, Schlegs will do it, I guess, for
No time like the present.
$200. Yeah. Well, they got to come back, right? They only come back every like 17 years.
That's
or something,
fair.
isn't it? So
that's what I'm going to do.
Next time it rolls around, you can mark me down for one.
When were they just around?
I think just a few years ago, wasn't it?
Okay, let's map this out. Let's do the math. Wait, let's say they were here a few years ago.
Yeah.
That means they're not around for the 14 years, right?
Sure, let's say
okay,
that.
let's say that. 14 years. I'd be 68 if I make it that far. I'll tell you, like, this one's here to stay in the air. Like, hey, when they come back, I'll eat one.
Okay.
All right, so
it's on the record.
No, let's see what they got to see the year first.
Super quick Google search says we won't see him again here in Franklin County until 2038. We last saw him there in 2031.
So that's
Isn't nature fascinating?
It's crazy.
We have these bugs that just live in the ground. They just come up to the surface every 17 years.
It's been 17 years since I've seen the sun. Better pop out for a
I think it's all, not to be a conspiracy theorist, I think it's all just government controlled. I think they can have them out here if they want to.
Got the cicada chips.
I think they've been
activated.
Yes, I think they do. I think those are all just there's something controlled by the government. Bodie, what's got you juiced?
It feels like it is Tuesday, but feels like Thursday. That has me super juiced because I'll be here tomorrow with Tito and a remote Bobby Carpenter, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Then I'm off Friday, so feels like Thursday to me, guys. That has me juiced. What had me juiced earlier is watching SportsCenter. If you guys break your neck, if you could have watched the TV there.
That show's not worth it for me.
I watched it in your eyes.
There was 4 grown men, and when I say grown men, I don't mean high school. I mean like grown adults dressed head to toe as if they were playing on the Syracuse basketball team. I believe it was. It was definitely an orange team. I think it was Syracuse in the men's game yesterday, whatever tournament they were playing in. Dressed head to toe, jersey, headbands, accessories. I thought it was fantastic. That's not me. I'm not going to ever do that at a Notre Dame football game.
Why not?
But you know what? God love those men. Syracuse, they've been on a little bit of a downswing here, and been a while since they won a national title there with Carmelo Anthony. But those guys are diehard basketball fans, and at least they got basketball going for them because the football program's got a little bit of a rebuild. Maybe they can take. Who's Ohio State's backup quarterback right now?
You got
Lincoln Keenholz. Yeah, sorry, I was drawing a total blank.
I mean, it worked out last year.
Exactly. Yeah, if Kyle McCord can go there and get drafted and win 10 games, maybe Keenholz can follow that path. So that all has me juiced, guys. 2 days till Thanksgiving. That has me juiced. Was taking a peek at the weather forecast for the next 10 days. That's not super juicy for me. I'm a warm weather person, so saw some 30s and 20s on the forecast, and that didn't make me feel great. But nevertheless, I think that's all I got for you guys. Heading out to the farm Saturday night, Tito, 10:30 kickoff. Marcus Freeman called it the Super Bowl yesterday. So I guess that has
certainly not underselling it.
Yeah, Austin, what you got for us today,
Yeah,
sir?
I was also looking at that forecast because Friday, just one of the great traditions of moving up here. We mentioned how long I've been covering Ohio State and getting to cover the game. Playing in a Black Friday golf scramble with my brothers-in-law is one of the cool parts of the build-up towards the game. So you got Thanksgiving with the family, and then the day after we pray that there's no precipitation on the ground because that's the only time in the last, 15 years that this event has been canceled with Paul, Brian, and Patty. So it looks like we're going to be okay. 32 degrees, that's not great. That's not ideal golf conditions, but that's what you're asking for if you're playing the day after Thanksgiving. It's a war of attrition. You're going to survive. The highest finish we've ever posted out there at Medallion is second. So we're going to try and climb one more spot on the leaderboard this week. So knock out that on Friday morning. Excited to get out there with my guys before heading up north to cover the game. So just nice little stretch coming up. I appreciate this week Ryan Day's adjustment. So we have, Ryan Day press conference today. We've got some coverage that we're going to be able to provide on Wednesday night at the Woody, which is a break from the norm. Because in years past, it felt like, well, you have the biggest game of the year, almost the least amount of attention on it. So we'll be able to carry that throughout Wednesday night. Then time with the family on Thursday, golf with the brothers-in-law on Friday, and then heading up north. And then the longest hour of my year, Tito, driving with Berm from his house 1 mile across the border into Michigan up to the big house where he is a bundle of nerves for the game that means the most to him.
I will say this. I did see some clips from your show, and I saw that him talking about, it's
how his stomach had left his body and was now eating his stomach. I don't know how that works, but that's Adam King described it the same way on Talkin' Tuesday on the beat this morning, which is like you can maybe, I don't know if you're feeling this the same way, how nervous you get for Saturday still. But these guys that grew up with it, I know that's different for me, obviously. I get excited for the game, and these guys live in dread of it.
I pooped 4 times this morning. So what's got me juiced?
That's at Thit Happens.
It's at Thit Happens. It's a T, not an S at the beginning. That's at Thit Happens, and that's a chicken.
Those are callbacks.
Bodie is nervous, by the way, because he's heard rumors that Marcus Freeman might be going to Michigan State, which would be, so I'm sure.
So says the internet.
Yes, so says the internet on that one. I will tell you this. I did look up this UFC 298 back in February of 2024. Jeff Neal, in between the weigh-in and the fight. At the weigh-in, he weighed 170.5 pounds.
Okay.
And then gained 30.3 pounds.
What?
He got up to 18% of his body weight. And the guy he was fighting, Ian Machado Gary, he weighed 170.5 and gained an additional 10.1 pounds, 6% of his body weight before the fight.
Can't teach size.
You can't, no. And so, I know they won't do it. Maybe they do it. Maybe I just don't pay attention. But I wish that they would weigh in again, just for the hell of it. Like right before the fight starts or something, just.
Congratulations to you.
Right.
What all did you eat?
I think I might have more respect for the fighters if we knew that information. Like if I knew that Roberto Duran gained 26 pounds in between the weigh-in and the actual fight, I'd be like, what, that guy's dedicated. He weighed in as a middleweight. He's damn near a cruiserweight now. You know what I mean? Like I might have more respect for that if that were the case. But that was interesting to me. So what's got me juiced? I will tell you, I was forced to coach the third grade basketball team in practice last night. And I went and look, I'm a great assistant coach. I'm a great stat keeper. I'm a great guy on the bench to tell kids stop crying or whatever. That's me. Motivating them.
I'll give you a reason to cry.
Right. As I go into practice last night, in my mind, I'm going to be Norman Dale from Hoosiers, right? What actually happens is the guy, Norman Dale, replaced like the practice, walks in there, he takes his whistle from him, leave the ball. Like he's, I figure we 10 on, 10 off, and maybe let him. And they're out there, we're trying to work on drills, and it's just mayhem. I am absolutely not the guy you want leading young men, but I could be the guy behind the guy leading the young men just fine.
Get on that baseline.
Everyone needs a good assistant.
I know, that's right. I'm a great assistant. There's no doubt in my mind. But when I'm running through the drills and I have to ask my 9-year-old son, hey, on this play, what does that guy do? And he's like, no, Dad, he does this. Okay, that's right. Now I got it.
Well, you have to count on your assistant to know the playbook. I don't know.
Well, okay, so but not 9-year-old basketball. I'm not a great assistant. I'm not a great disciplinarian.
Yeah, you're a player's coach.
I'm a player. You're right. That's exactly what I am. I'm a player's coach. That's right.
Even Herb Brooks needed Craig to be the
exactly
the mediator between the head coach and the team.
So I guess that's got me juiced. Hell, I don't know. Now I'm depressed. I'm getting all the stuff out loud.
No. We went full circle, and now you're just embracing that player's coach moniker. Everyone's got their different approach, different style.
Austin, thank you.
No, thank you.
Here. And have a great Thanksgiving and a great time at the game. Bring home a victory. If they lose, I blame you.
If they lose, I'm not coming home.
Now we got that on the air. We got that and the bug eating by me. Bodie, great job as always. Thanks to all the juicers tuning in on the chat. Cart back tomorrow. This has been